How you guys doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm happy to be standing in front of you guys at this point, going through training camp. This is something that I've been waiting on, for a long time. So it's first day, obviously. Man, this is a one-day mentality for us. Yesterday, my message to the players, and don't take this the wrong way, but I usually don't talk about everything that I talk to the players about, but they understand that the expectations, like everybody else, to win the Super Bowl. We got it, but we break those expectations down into stages. So the only thing I want those guys to think about what we're trying to create in training camp, and that's what we talked about yesterday for the most part. So we understand the Super Bowl's down the line. I mean, that's overall the goal. But, man, the expectation in training camp, we're trying to create certain things, and that's what we're after right now. So any questions?
How did you feel like execution went today on the first day?
Usually on the first day, that's when most of the mistakes happen, most of the penalties happen. But I thought our guys did a really good job. Listen, we have a long way to go, and we know that. But today I thought it was pretty good.
You've been coaching for a while. This is your first time, running your own camp. What was it
Yeah.
like for you today? What was your excitement level and all that?
I'll be honest, man. I think I woke up around 3:30 this morning, and I woke up to a text from my wife. I think it was around. She texted me around 2:30, and again, like she always do, just be AG, and that's who I'm gonna be. Right, wrong, and indifferent. Nothing's gonna change about how I operate. Nothing's gonna change about the way that I think. But man, I was excited. So when I woke up at that time, I didn't go back to sleep, and I don't think I'll go back to sleep anytime soon now, because now we have this whole day where we have things that we got to get done. So I'm looking forward to every part of every minute, every hour of what we have going on today, because it's a day of teaching, and I want to make sure I go through that the right way.
You mentioned when you get a camp, I let you do some things in plan camp.
Yeah.
A little bit. How long would you start thinking about, if I'm ever a head coach, this is how I'm going to do things. This is how I'm going to run training camp. This is how I do it.
That's a good question. My first head coach interview was when I was in New Orleans as the DB coach. And that's when I started to think, it's time for me to start thinking about that. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but it's time for me to start thinking about how I would do things. So I would always just jot down little notes. And I come to compile a good amount of notes from that time, going to the 4 years in Detroit. And, again, I'm very thankful for the things that Dan did for me. But I always thought about it that time in New Orleans when I had that job, when I had that opportunity. And again, I compiled a good amount of notes. And the thing is, I still use some of those things. Some of those things I scratched off because I'm like, I was overthinking right there. But other things still work to the day.
During the 5 weeks leading into training camp,
Yeah.
did you do anything? Was it just downtime for you, or did you change your routine in preparing specifically for this? How did you get ready for camp?
As a head coach, and I've always known this, is there's no such thing as downtime. I mean, you're always thinking about what can you do to protect the players, what can you do to help the players, help your staff, what can you do as far as the organization is concerned to make things the way you want to do it, to make things better. So I'm always thinking about those things, and I'm always looking at football. I'm always looking at situations. I'm always looking at how to utilize timeout. So no downtime, but there is some time for me to spend time with my wife and my kids, and I made sure I did that. And then also just some self-help for myself of talking to other coaches and seeing how they operate and how they did things. So it was a really good off-season, really good 5 weeks. Really good time to spend with my wife and my kids. I have grown kids now, so it's hard to try to get all of us together. But we had a chance to do that, so it was exciting. It was good.
What are your goals for these first few days of camp before you get pads on, when it really gets
Exactly what I said before. Man, we have something we're trying to create. Again, I'm not going to end up talking about that of what those things are, but every day that's the focus. Nothing else. Take everything out. It's focused on that. Obviously, we have a playbook that we have to get going, but our guys know it's not just about the playbook, it's about the play style. All right, and our guys understand that.
How have you done the way you have? What have you done to get the money in?
That's what it is. Just being you. Yeah, the one thing I told you guys this before, players know if they see one. So when you're just talking and you just spitting things out, they can read through that quick. They've been around sport for a long time, so they know if they when they see it. And which part of myself I'm looking at me, and I say, something different, this is what I am, and play that. So I think the because this is who we were. I think I play.
Sometimes the coach wants a player for a season, make it long. That maybe with super
I can't be happier to have him as an owner.
Any other extensions on the horizon?
Oh, man, we'll see. I mean, what we shell out? What, $200 million? Got to take it easy a little bit on him. But I hope so. I mean, with the guys that we have here, I hope we be able to do that. But listen, I know Nick and Mooj are going to do a good job of like operating on that part and letting me know exactly how we can maneuver in that situation. So I look forward to make sure we keep our guys. Yeah.
Have you noticed any different mentality or anything like that now that he's back and he is?
Listen, he's as consistent as it is. The way that he operates in OTA is the same way he's going to operate in training camp. Now, the thing is, you can see that he is improving. He understands he's our guy, but he also understands he has to work for it too. You know, just because you're our guy doesn't mean that you have a job to do, and a guy behind you is not going to compete for the job either. But listen, he wants to be good. He expects to be good, and I expect for him to be good also. So I just look forward to how he continues to operate on these camps day by day, because I think he's gonna be a good one.
Harold, you were saying before the film doesn't lie. What did you see from Michael Clemens' film last year?
Big, strong, tough. I tell you what, me and Banjo was making a joke about this yesterday when they were doing a conditioning test. If there is any player that I would like to look like, it'll be him. Like he is built the way that you want to have a football player built. So, but there's things that he knows that he has to get better at. I mean, some of the penalties that he had last year, we've talked about that. He has to improve on that, but he's a big, strong defensive end that can set an edge. And he does have some rushability. And the way that he rushes is probably different than the way other guys rush. He's a power player. So I expect him to go out there and play with power.
Take a couple more.
Say it again. Come on now. That's one of the reasons I like him. Condition? Well, we'll see as we continue to go through camp, but today looked pretty good.
Aaron, as a former quarterback,
Yeah.
what makes Garrett so hard to defend down there?
He's very elusive, and I would say he's a smart player, a very smart player. He understands man zone. He understands leverage. He understands how to change his speed within the route. There are so many things about him that makes him such a good receiver. He's very patient. I can go on and on with all the things all the traits that he has as far as being a good receiver. But him as a person, he's tough, again, agile. He has all the qualities that you want in a receiver to go out there and win on routes.
Last one.
At the center position.
Yep.
Who's been here a few years. And
Yep.
Josh Myers comes in, obviously an experienced guy in the NFL.
Yep.
How do you see that position? Is that Tippman's job, or is that an open competition?
There's an open competition everywhere, guys. Listen, our job is to make sure we do this, bringing the best players. I keep giving you the same thing.
How's the competition? Do you feel like that's a strong position for you guys with those two guys?
We have two good players that have played a lot of plays in this league, so I'm happy with